Alrighty, guys. So this is my second time doing the Purge mission, so hopefully I can get her done. The opening here is pretty simple. You just try to gain uni as quickly as possible. And then I'm gonna use you want a combination of a field, a crest, some kind of crest monster, and then you'll want things like 200% buff, things like elemental advantage, the elemental stats up, stuff like that. It's not too difficult. When I just cleared it the first time I ran it, so I don't think it's too difficult. So I'm opening with her. I forgot her name, but she is an ability power character. So when she's in the main slot, she boosts ability power damage. Plus, she gives me the element, which is what I was just talking about, and she boosts. She gives me a field, which is very nice. And I'm trying to push for uni again so that I can get Narukami. And then I'll have basically all of my damage. The only thing I'll be missing out on is Absolute, the triple proc, which is pretty good. But you can't have everything. So I'm just going to push here. And now I have Narukami. And I'm going to ride these two buffs for a while. Now, the most important thing is to reapply tension. Tension's very, very valuable here. And as you can see at the top, my damage is pretty good. It's not like incredibly good, but just with these two, I can push pretty well. Remove that. Apply both of these again. And we're going to use Forbidden Temptation. Only the single proc. Very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. I do have to say, though, this music is pretty snazzy. I like it. And looks like I'm pretty close to uni again. I think I'm just going to uni. Just push for uni, I think, is probably best. Oh, I should have used the field's expiring. I should have used the other monster. That's fine. Fern boosts uni gain, so I should be able to get uni pretty fast. And if the bubble pops, I'm pretty sure this bubble gives me like 50% uni. Yeah. So, boom. Come now. Get the uni and throw the monster. Now, my crest is also going to be expiring. So this will be interesting. I need to push for damage and also gain uni. So I'm going to use the more expensive ability. Hopefully I gain enough uni quick enough. And it looks like I lost crest, so I have to reapply with Joker. Insanity is annoying. Oh, using Forbidden Temptation, so I lost a bunch of uni. Okay, well, Dauntless Action means that I'm invincible for at least a little bit. This monster is kind of interesting because it seems like she does damage, but I'm not sure which ability is the one doing damage. Oh, I don't have enough cost. That's why it wasn't going off. And let's apply Jokers. Absolute plus Bubble plus Crest. And that will be enough to push. to the end. So yeah, I mean, I think that this Hortensia is an absolutely beautiful monster, and this isn't too difficult of a quest. I think some people will find it difficult, but if you just run it a few times, I think you'll get lucky. I don't. She does apply some kind of strange debuffs. She applies things like confusion and blind, and apparently insanity as well. So yeah, but she's not bad. Now I'll show you my set, and I'll explain why I used each of them. So against time specifically, I am at 11 mil splits. I am using main slot Seiya because she boosts ability power, plus she gives vital strikes, increased element, and the dark quail, which is pretty good. She doesn't give anything else here, but the status element boost, I guess, is okay. Narukami is the big one. He gives 200% buff plus overcast, which is really nice. The light spirits crest is the main thing that I'm using him for, but he also gives a pretty good bubble. If you don't have him or Joker, this might be a little bit more difficult, but it's not impossible. I'm using Joker specifically for the second crest in case I needed it. Well, the first time I did not need it, but this time I did. So it is what it is. But I'm basically only using him for the crest. Alpha I'm using for the 180 buff, the Vital Strikes, Kijin, and the Field. Also good bubble. She gives me Blessing as well, which is unnecessary, but the Abstraction is pretty good. And then Fern I'm using mainly for Absolute because I didn't have any other Absolute monsters, but she does give me 180 buff as well. Absolute. Serenity, which is kind of nice. When Serenity expires, you get 100% uni, so in some cases it's kind of nice. And then she does give a pretty decent bubble. When the bubble pops, you gain uni and cost, which is nice. And she increases the Unison gauge gains. Honestly, Fern is a really nice monster. And then in your backline monsters, you just want to have increased element. Don't forget about your pets. The little puffballs and the aliens both give you element, so that's something to keep in mind as well. And yeah, I mean, there are quite a few monsters. You know, I probably could have even completed this with some older monsters. Like this monster isn't bad. Monsters like these, Regulus, is also not a bad monster. The old Santa isn't bad either. There's quite a few monsters here that I could have used as well to clear it. So it's not like you're stuck into one thing. And if you're really wanting to clear it, you can always use Rosanna. I think she's a really good monster just in general, but she will be good for this. Mainly because she does the 200% buff plus the element. So if you're using Rosanna, and you can use her for the main slot, status ailment boost, which is really, really nice. If you're using Rosanna, though, you'll need to use some monster that gives you field. And so keep that in mind when you're doing your build. Rosanna does not give a field or a crest, so you'll need some kind of field monster there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I will catch you guys later.